Hi everyone, Jo here. Trusting you're all well, keeping well, and finding things to do with your time and this strange time. But we're all at home and finding we have more time on our hands, and it's a real good opportunity to seek God and to see what He'd have us do with this time. I'm here to tell you about one thing that we're really encouraging the whole church to engage with just now. There's a book that we're wanting to recommend to you. Here it is. It's called Scattered Servants. It's by Alan Scott, who was the pastor at Causeway Coast Vineyard in Coleraine in Northern Ireland and is now at leads the vineyard in Anaheim in California. Known to Gavin, who's one of our leaders here. So really we can commend the book on the basis of we know the guy, but much more than that, if there was ever a book for a time like this, this is the book. Scattered Servants. The subtitle here is Unleashing the Church to Bring Life to the City. And the heart of the book is about getting outside the walls, not church not being meetings, but church being out there in the city. Loving the city back to life is how he describes it. And what a passion that stirs already. Are you getting it? Loving the city back to life. We're currently in a situation where our city's virtually locked down. People are confused, people are frightened, people are bored, people are asking questions. If ever there was a time for the church to rise up and bring hope and life and light to the city, the time's now. I want to, I was listening to Craig's preach this morning, or not preach, but his little message on the CCD Connect page, which I hope you're following and engaging with. And he was talking about seeking God. What should he ask for? Of all the things, he was talking about Solomon asking for wisdom, and should it be wisdom that he should ask for? But actually what he felt stirred in his heart was to ask God for a greater heart of love. And as a church, that's what we're seeking to do, to love ourselves, to love our neighbours, and to love our city. So let me read you one or two bits out of the introduction from this book. We're going to work through it over the coming weeks. Different people are going to share bits for chapter by chapter, but I just want to set the scene a wee bit. So Scattered Servants, it says, is a book about bringing life to the city, about unleashing the church to bring life to the city. It reminds us our cities aren't hard to reach. They're just hard to reach when we stay in the building. Gathered environments like Sunday services and small groups can grow the church, but only scattered servants can bring life to broken cities. So it's time for the church to begin to fill every city, every industry, every family with the beauty and story of Christ. The dream of God over your life is not that you become a believer and help out the local church. The dream of God over your life is that you come alive in his presence and bring life to every environment, spilling contagious hope into hurting humanity. Does that not excite you? Oh, that God would have a plan like that for us. Because Alan says, the next great move of God is not a movement in the church, but a movement of the church. So this is what we're going to work through. Does it not excite you already for a time like this when the church wouldn't actually constrained? We can't meet in buildings, we can't meet in hubs, in small groups, we're not allowed. But we have opportunities to love the people around us and to be stirred up and equipped and re-envisioned and just have a bit of a reset in our thinking about what church is and who we are and how we function, to realise that actually we need to be out there and not just cuddled in here. So City Church Dundee, let's go on this adventure to learn about being scattered servants and what that means and what that looks like and what God could do in Dundee through people who are ready to rise to the challenge.